past 2 years, I've stood on this stage to present one of the most important accolades of this show, the LIA Legend Award. What makes a legend for us? Throughout history, there has been great creative people who have stood out from the others by changing the status quo. They are people who are faced with challenges every day, just like you are in the industry, and have come out much stronger from it. We can cite people like Irma Herm Prest, the first woman to be inducted into the Advertising Hall of Fame, and that was in 1952, way before your time and even before my time, actually. She was a pioneer, and her work for a fairly lackluster product, evaporated milk, impacted the way we view content today. There are several distinguishable characteristics that determines what is a legend. Each year, LIA pays tribute to such a creative and selfless person who has raised creative standards and exemplified passion, creativity, courage, imagination, leadership, and selfless giving. Our first recipient was Mark Tutzel, and our second recipient was Piyush Pandey. So this is only our third year doing it, and this is our first female recipient. She is a creative titan whose shoulders the next generation stands on to gain head and heart knowledge. Today we want to turn the spotlight on someone who has achieved many firsts in her long and illustrious career. She is the non-executive chairwoman of Jung von Matt, which later on I'm going to ask her what that even means, non-executive. The former and first female president of the ADC Germany. She was named Germany's Agency Person of the Year by LIAisons, which is one of their top trade publications in Germany, in 2018, and was given the moniker Braveheart at the Best Agency Award in 2023. In 2002, she started her own agency, run by women for women's products. Today, she continues to empower not just women, but talent at all levels in the industry so they have a seat at the table. She has not just broken the glass ceiling, she has made creative standards go through the roof with the countless award-winning work that she has created and that she has managed to get past clients and actually get into the marketplace. She is a champion of brave new ideas and of young people like yourselves, a woman who is as committed as she is passionate. She has been both a jury president for LIA and for many other shows, and juror at LIA. She has also been a speaker and a mentor at Creative LIAisons. In fact, I know she's passionate about this program. She's a creative guru who, in her own words, believes in changing the world with creativity. Through the many years I have known her, and this is going back, dare I say, decades, she has given me a front row seat into who she is, not just as a creative force, but as a person, a mentor, a wife, mother, and a friend. So it is such a great joy for me to present this award here to her in Las Vegas, a city that all of her friends and many of her colleagues know has a special place in her heart. Vegas is where this year's legend got married to her wonderful husband, Toby, and 10 years ago, where she renewed her vows with myself, Larissa, Patricia, I don't know if you're in the room, and B, who's our PR person, bearing witness. In fact, you might say we were her bridesmaids. This year, I am proud and honored to present the LIA Legend Award to a creative leader who has impacted the industry, not just in Germany, but around the world. In the words of the famous female advertising guru, Elon Specht, who gave us one of the most iconic ad lines in history, "Because you're worth it." I am proud to present this award to...
Well, in my family, she's known as the greatest mom ever, but to you all, she's known as Doerte-Spengler Ahrens. Go ahead, make some noise.
Thank you. It always happens in presentations that the film starts too late and it's not loud enough. Anyway, if you're interested, you can watch it later. Yes, I'm so surprised that my son did the introduction. I'm totally, how to say, super emotional. Sorry for being like that, because this wonderful speech of Barbara. And thank you, Larissa, for handing over this award to me. Yes, I prepared something, and the good thing is it's the double thing. It will be like the same thing that Barbara already said, but as we learned in school, if you hear something twice, maybe you remember some parts of that, so sorry for the repetition. Hey, it works, great. I thought in bad presentations, this also never works, and it should. Good. Oh my God. As Barbara just said, after the two male legends who received this award, I'm the first woman. And of course, and like all women do, and I'm not an exception, you ask yourself first, do I deserve this? How did I get here? And is it justified that I am a legend, really? And if you are insecure, just let somebody else write something, and that's what they did. This is what my agency wrote. Doerte has been breaking rules, building brands, and opening doors for decades. From founding the first women-only agency in Germany to becoming the first female president of the ADC, from building multiple format agencies across the country to leading some of the most awarded campaigns for brands like Bump and so on. She's been a driving force for diversity and gender equality in the industry with initiatives like ADC Future Females, ADC Future Diversity, and has inspired the next generation of creatives through countless jury presidencies and mentoring roles worldwide, above all the years. So that's what my agency wrote. And now, now let's have a look together. Because in the film, there were so nice photographs. I'm pretty sure you want to see what this was. This is me. Hopefully you recognize me in a way on the right. It was the first ADC. The ADC is Art Directors Club in Germany. It's the most, in Germany it's big. And we won 2 gold awards, young ladies. Then I was the first female creative director at Jung Format after 3 years, and the first female one. And you can imagine how the boys club reacted on this. Not good. And then I founded the first women's agency ever in Germany. We were 4 women, as you can see. And the reception was kind of nice. They said, oh, great, interesting, and then nobody called. Then we had an account, and the investor said, hey, you have this account? What? Now, anyway, after 3/4 of a year, we decided to go back to our agencies because we only get offers for female recipes and magazines. So it was not the time. It was too early. Today would be different. So this is the first real mentor who let me establish the first unit with only international creatives. This is not Jung Format, this is Jean-Mi Format, sorry. Jean-Mi Format, and he was somebody who always supported me and let me do things. And from today, when I look back, like, oh my God, he let me do this, okay, wow. Yeah, and it was good, and it helped me a lot. And I can say he was kind of the only man who supported me, except 2 guys who are coming. The first agency with my name on the door after launching several Jung Format agencies. And then, as Barbara just said, I had much more weight at that time, getting the Horizon Award. And they had a wonderful illustration done. This was the first time, and thank God we were twice there in Cannes receiving the independent agency. Terrible dresses, because we were a little bit surprised. Yeah, the award show at the ADC in Germany, #1 breaks the records. It was really historical. And then I became the first chairwoman in history of Jung Format. And this was a moment I couldn't believe, because they were never, promoting women that much, but then they did really. And then to show everybody in the world that it's so cool to have female power also in the directing roles, they let me do this. And it was crazy because we together had to find out what it's all about, what does Chairwoman do? Yeah, I was the first female president, Art Directors Club Germany. It's a boys club again. And I was boosting a proportion of women. So we have a quota now. All the women can be judges. And we have wonderful programs. Then we had the first major motto, change the world with creativity. And I founded the first only female art directors club. It's called the Lady C. Again, the boys club didn't like it. Yeah, and this is the awards I got. And this is what I'm really, proud of. And the ADC Future Female program, empowerment program, because it starts as a small initiative, and that makes all the women, I look here in the room, please, start something. If you start something, it will grow. And it grew like you couldn't believe. We started with 25 women, and now it's hundreds, because they copy the whole thing and start future female clubs on themselves. That's not my leg, but I love this. Future is female. Yeah, now we come to the most important part, which is the LIA. It's the first and forever loved award in my heart. And I can tell you it's true, because I was often invited, and yeah, it was the best time I had. And I was speaking here about how to secure a pitch win. Well, I don't win everything, of course not, but I give tips how to do it better. This is one of the jury photographs, which was a wonderful time we had here. This is, I think, 2 years ago. And it's the first award, I must say, the LIA, where women's power is not the exception but the rule. After this special jury, some jury members this woman bench was pretty strong. They had so strong opinions. They talked a lot. And I said, yes, we did. You see here Susan Cradle from FCB, Liz Taylor, and oh my God, can you? Nikki, thank you, Nikki Bullard. Yeah, sorry, that's. The LIA is also the first award celebrating creativity and humanity and individuality, and also supporting people who are not supported by everyone, and keep loyal to them, no matter what happens. I mean, this person on the right. And it's the first award where woman power reigns supreme, as you can see here, ladies in red. No, I'm serious. I mean, have you noticed that the LIA team is basically in the core of the heart female? And this is something I admired from the first moment. But there is no woman without two legendary men. And I don't have awards for you, but you should get some. There is no Doerte without Toby and Bela, please. Can you show your face to the crowd? Yeah. But most important, thank you, Barb. Barbara. Because Barbara is the real LIA legend. She founded this incredible enterprise. I think 1986 you went to London and started it all, where others were fighting against glass ceilings. You just crashed them and made this incredible universe. So yeah, that's you. Thank you so much.